that's already abundantly clear. I don't know how to connect a mic. I don't know how to record on any of my devices really, because obviously I ran out of storage years ago. I'm currently filming on a very old iPhone that I found in my flat, like one of my old iPhones less interested. I find it deeply boring. Apparently everyone and their dog carries hand sanitizer in their bag. just sounds like loud wind to me, and it doesn't relax me in the slightest. In fact, it sounds a little bit anxiety inducing to me, like I'm in a cabin and the wind outside is howling. That's how mic brushing wishful thinking, maybe on my part, we will see. Oh, I forgot one of included in the category of clothing and fashion is jewellery. Jewellery. I have, oh, you can kind of see some of my necklaces there in the background. If you can kind of make that out, I'm not sure. I have 3 separate necklace racks that I made. Very DIY, very childish, a lot of super glue, and a lot of big gems, and a lot of metallic paint made for kids. So perfect for me. Anyway, I own hundreds of necklaces at this point, and I never ever stop finding and buying amazing vintage jewellery. The majority of my jewellery, or in fact probably all of it, is very intense costume jewellery. Everything is covered in gems, like big plastic rhinestones and cubic zirconias, and I love it. I don't have any high-end jewellery. I have some like nicer pieces, some plated pieces, you know, maybe like some real metal pieces, but nothing expensive, and the majority of it is just crazy tacky costume jewellery, and that's exactly how I like it. The more glittery, the better. The better. I don't like my jewellery to not shine, like aggressively sparkle. And I think costume jewellery is perfect for that. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't have expensive taste, at least not when it comes to jewellery. And if you showed me a cubic zirconia and a diamond, I would never ever know the difference. In the same way that if you showed me a Rolex and a watch from Claire's, I wouldn't know and I wouldn't care. Sorry, I just keep tapping on this because it's the only thing sitting in front of me. But I can hear now that my voice is getting quite hoarse, or that my real low masculine